We are back for the epic conclusion of 4 game days in one day. This college football playoff has been absolutely wild, as we're going to cap it off here with a Fiesta Bowl between Georgia, the SEC champ, and the top-rated at-large team. Man, if you've been watching with me along today, this has been a battle. We saw Ohio State separate late on NC State. Then we saw Clemson overcome 2 defensive touchdowns thrown to Washington. And then that absolute slugfest we just endured, Memphis and Baylor. This is the epic conclusion. I don't want to waste any time. If you are watching on YouTube, you're new to the SFA, we are an online interactive dynasty, all completely ran through Discord. You can coach, you can recruit, you can make your own media channel, do whatever you want. No game is required, no consoles required, just Discord and some of your time every few days. If you're interested, down in the descriptions, a link to the Discord. But enough of that. Shout out to McNasty for all the overlay graphics today. We're going to get right into the rosters. So, number 4 versus number 5. The SEC's not been impressive this year at all. But they're led by sophomore Brock Vandegrift, Heisman finalist, 95 overall. And then Dejon Edwards has had a great game. They just endured a 5-overtime SEC championship against Oklahoma, so they might be a little tired. But this is a great team. Bowers is a monster. Their line is just ridiculous. Stackhouse on the defensive line, but look at these ratings. This team deserves to be here. They are looking like an absolute powerhouse, but yet they don't really play like it. They have playmakers all over the field. They're stacked at pretty much every position, even kicker. I mean, look, dude, 87 accuracy, not the best power for Bobby Doucette, so they might go for it a few times, but I mean, you got to think that they are the heavy favorite here, as Kansas State is the 5 seed. They've only lost 1 game, and that was to Baylor, who already won their game. Jaron Lewis, this is going to be the 3rd time they're on game day this season. And Jaron Lewis, he's not looked great. Honestly, outside 2 big plays, this whole offense in general has been abysmal. So Jaron Lewis is the starter. He is a game manager, 24-9, nothing special. Heisman finalist, though, 99 overall. This is what it all goes through. Deuce Vaughn, 1,700 yards. He was the runner-up this season, 11 touchdowns. Great through the air, 8 touchdowns receiving. We watched him on game day run through a few guys. He is the man for the job. Their wide receivers are not that great. We've seen R.J. Garcia make a play. We've seen Keenan Garber make some plays, but these overalls just do not match up well with Georgia, especially along the offensive line. Like, they have a good guard, but their centers are just so bad. They have really good edge rushers. So if they can hold Brock Vandegrift in the pocket and force him to throw it, I think they might. If they can get some sacks, I think they might have a chance. The front 4 is definitely the strength of this defense, as their linebackers are pretty rough. And, I mean, look at their corners. I'm expecting these corners to get exposed all day. Same thing on the back end, and not a lot of speed, not a lot of ability, so this is definitely going to be a tough game. Now let's see if they have, let's see how their kicker matches up. So a lot less power. So honestly, roster-wise, you've got to give the edge to Georgia. This is the final game of the first round. We are in Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl, one of my favorite venues. I've worked this venue for internships. I've worked it during the Fiesta Bowl itself, so this is definitely a fun place to be, where the Arizona Cardinals play. Let me just get my thumbnail real quick. I think the heavy favorite here is most likely Georgia, but And you know what? Final game of the day, we're going to go with some fun unis. Tell me they have black. They don't. They only... So we're going to go... Do they have a... God, Georgia is so boring. I hate teams like this. So they're going to go red, black, red. I think... For Kansas State, their only hope is a whiteout. They're going to go all white for Kansas State. Unless we have something crazy for them. It doesn't really look like it. Alright. Yeah, white alternate. So, black, red, black. I mean, look at this, dude. These needles are almost shaking. 97 to 83. But overalls do not matter here. Let's see what happens. If you've been watching today, thank you for sticking with me. A lot of games, a lot of fun, some crazy moments. All the VODs will be available tonight. I'm going to make sure of that. I'm going to try to get out these highlight videos as fast as possible, but the reason there are no games tomorrow and I didn't split it is because I'm not available tomorrow. I have work and I have family birthday stuff that I have to do, so no games. I'm going to do my best to get these highlight videos out in time for the Sunday morning semifinals. Winner of this game goes to the Orange Bowl to face #1 overall seed, Ohio State. The Rose Bowl is already set. #7 Baylor versus #3 Clemson. It's going to be a fun one. I mean, honestly, you got to think that this game is 150% on Deuce Vaughn's shoulders. If Kansas State has any shot, that man has to run his little 5-5 heart out. Georgia travels well all the way to Arizona. Definitely an easier path for Kansas State. So no top overall seeds ended up being closer than their opponents, which is actually really strange. But Georgia gets the opening kick. They're in their home unis. They miss a tackle to start, but a nice little... And we're going to see Brock Vandegrift, this team who's coming off a 5 overtime game with 7-5 Oklahoma in the SEC championship. They almost didn't get a bowl bid, or didn't get an auto bid. Triple option to start. He does get the pitch off. Stiffy's a man, but only 2. They come out Wildcat here. One interesting strap for Georgia to start the game is Edwards only gets 1. So Georgia coming out, I mean, this is a little weird. You got a Heisman finalist quarterback and you're running Wildcat on your opening drive against a far less superior team. Third and 7, Vandegrift over the middle, and that is stripped out. What a great play by the defender, and Georgia's going 3 and out to start the game. I mean, let's be honest. You gotta think that Georgia's the only team on this side of the bracket that can really push Ohio State. But on the other hand, I want Kansas State to win because, like, why on earth would I want Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson in the Final Four? No thanks. At this point, I'm cheering for a Kansas State-Baylor rematch. And he gets hit as he throws and connects with R.J. Garcia. That might be the best play I've ever seen Jaron Lewis make. His first play of the Fiesta Bowl. Jaron Lewis, he does break a tackle. All right, I'm feeling Jaron Lewis. I'm feeling him today. He's doing well. I've seen this man play much, much worse. Second 11. When are they going to start feeding Deuce Vaughn, the runner-up in the Heisman? We had 4 of the 5 Heisman finalists playing today. And ironically, all 3 of them lost. You had Justin Houston, who won the Heisman, lost. We had Henny God, he lost, he got 3rd. And now Deuce Vaughn and Brock Vandergriff are playing each other, so one of them will win. Off the back foot, across the body, he still gets it to Pollard, but that is short. Kansas State will have to punt.
That makes it 4th and 8. Return for gain 8 yards.
All right, so a disappointing starting drive for Georgia for sure. Definitely expected Vandegrift to come out firing against a lesser defense, but Edwards, he comes out, he gets scorpioned for 3.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Vandegrift, he has time. He's going deep now. He's taking a shot. And it's underthrown, but it's reeled in. Justin Robinson, after dropping the 3rd down catch on the last drive, Vandegrift airs it out. And that would have been probably tipped away if that was thrown correctly. But it looks like Vandegrift had the wherewithal to underthrow it. And now they're inside the red zone. Bowers in motion. Vandegrift. Over the middle, Justin Robinson, touchdown, Georgia. The second drive, they take no chances, and they go down the field in 3 plays. And they take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. So Kansas State, who got blown out by Baylor, were playing well there for about a good drive and a half. I know we want Kansas State. Give it to Deuce Vaughn. They haven't given him the ball yet. There you go. Hand it. Wide open hole. He stiffies a man for 10.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Feed Deuce. An end around fake, and he dumps it off for some yardage. Mac McDonald. They get the fullback involved.
That makes it 1st and 10.
RJ Garcia gets another first. All right.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards.
Kansas State's making some plays. Jaron Lewis has yet to not complete a pass. Well, their offense is working today, at least to start. Hands it off to Deuce. He has a big hole, and he gets speared.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That That brings up second.
Oh man, that was a nice hit. I'm very sorry if my commentary gets a little lackluster here. It's my 4th game in a row. My throat hurts, and I haven't eaten dinner. I'm hungry, but we're gonna power through here. It's the quarterfinals. God, give us a Kansas State win. None of the fun teams have won today. Kansas State. They convert a wide open man. Keenan Garber gets open. What is going on with these Georgia corners, dude? They're like 80, 90 overalls, and Jaron Lewis is dotting them up. Garber just cooked that man. They've had some time to prepare. Maybe they're drawing up something that Georgia didn't see on tape. Kansas State's threatening the red zone. Deuce Vaughn. He catches it, Garber's once again. So I think Georgia might be a little bit surprised here that they're not just running it with Deuce Vaughn right up the middle every time. They're actually putting some faith in Jaron Lewis. Lewis again. Pass protection's holding up. He dumps it off to the fullback again, who breaks a tackle. 3rd and inches. Kansas State threatening in the red zone. 3rd and inches. Who's going to get the push? They're actually throwing it. He dumps it off. Oh my God, that was almost picked. If Jaron Lewis floated that, it was a touchdown. But they're going for it. That's what you like to see, the big call. And now, dude, just give it to Deuce Vaughn, please. And they hand it off. And he stopped. Oh, man, Deuce Vaughn. You got to imagine the delayed handoff is what got him. And 3rd and inches, 4th and inches, Georgia gets the stop, and they take over inside the 15. That is a tough, tough start. Now they're handing it off to Edwards, who breaks a tackle. He finds the edge. Edwards, he's on the run. He breaks another tackle. He's out across the 50, 40 yards for Jajon Edwards. Oh, man, they had a chance to get him at the line. That's already now 2 massive plays for Georgia in this first quarter. Is this going to be another lopsided first-round game? Bet you guys are all thankful for those bowl games now, huh? Brock Vandegrift, he has the edge. We had so many great bowl games. Normally they're not that good. Probably the most enjoyable game to watch definitely was Memphis Baylor, but in terms of like what I was actually like the gameplay I was watching, it was Clemson. Ironically. Justin Robinson again, he is a problem. That's already his 3rd catch. He's almost up over 100 yards in the first quarter alone. All completions have gone to him. And Georgia's threatening again. Vandegrift, he's rushed and he is sacked. A big sack there for Crew Jackson, as this defense is trying to hang in there. The linebacker blitz got home. If you hear them on the field, they're talking trash. I know he ain't got it. Vandegrift, 2nd and 18. Wide open underneath. And he stands them up, but it's going to be a 3rd and medium now. 3rd and 6. Not ideal. Vandegrift already over 100 pass yards here in Arizona. Third and 6. Nice little formation here. They got I forget what this is called, but Vandegrift, he's going to throw a little out route, and they stop him. George Pickens on the reception. He's unable. And they're going for it. So forget the field goal unit, and they come out empty. 5 wide receivers. Vandegrift in the back. Vandegrift. He's going to throw it wide open, man, on the edge. Jermaine Burton. He ran a crispy route, and Vandegrift found him. Honestly, if you don't get the pressure, like, this defense does not have the talent to hold for long in coverage. So the drive continues. Burton in motion now. It's going to be a little triple option. Vandegrift keeps it up the middle. Inside the 5. Now, if you remember, Vandegrift did fumble it against Tennessee. But we got a split backfield set here. Vandegrift over the middle, and that's going to be another touchdown. Justin Robinson, have yourself a game already. 2 TDs in the first quarter as Georgia takes a commanding 14-point lead early. All right, thanks for coming out, K-State. I think we finally found the fraud. Everyone else has put up a fight. Kansas State, what are you doing? Is this going to be like the Baylor game? I mean, the resume was more than enough to get them in, honestly. Maybe they didn't deserve to be so high, but then again, Georgia is the easiest first-round matchup based on how they've played this season. Thanks for coming out. I mean, that was a tough 4th down, honestly. I've been impressed with the start for this Kansas State team, but their defense is not coming through. Deuce Vaughn, you got to have a better game than this. 3 yards of carry, he's not going to get it done. Are they going to get the playoff? No, they do not. So we come to the first quarter in the Fiesta Bowl. Georgia is leading by 2 scores. It is a little bit closer than the score indicates, but Kansas State is wobbling early. All right, flipping the field. This may help them out a bit, hopefully. Kansas State. And we've seen them now twice on game day. Offense has been lackluster. 3rd down. I mean, dude, just hand it off to Deuce Vaughn. He's your best player. Thank you. Wide open hole. Finally. I don't know why they aren't just running. Like, I would live and die on Deuce Vaughn today. I would just run it 3 straight times up the middle. If Deuce Vaughn doesn't get more than 3 yards, we don't deserve to keep the ball. He's 10 times the best player on this team. As he gets 2 yards. Can the Kansas boys pull off a miracle here? It's already looking dire. No one's hit the exits quite yet, but they're heading there. Jaron Lewis flips the play. It's going to be a screen pass. The defender falls down, but Deuce Vaughn only gets back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long incoming. Not looking good here for Kansas State early. Jaron Lewis. He throws this one deep, and that is almost picked. Dan Jackson drops it. Jaron Lewis, 9 for 11, and they are punting here around midfield. Already down 14. It's looking a bit grim, honestly, for Kansas State early. But you got to trust their defense, who's been playing well all season long, is going to keep them in this game. They had a great first drive. I mean, they had a great first drive on defense. They just need to channel that a little bit. But they're coming out 5 wide. A quick little screen play. They do stop that, though. Gotta remember, though, Georgia has, I mean, their ratings are much better. They played way below their potential. And they hand it off. This is Edwards, and he pushes up the middle. I need Edwards to score twice sometime in the playoffs. Tyron Jefferson did not score. So I have the early lead if I can get an Edwards touchdown. It's going to be a little triple option. He does pitch it out. This is Edwards. He has some room. That's his second big run of the day. This one, he's already up to 80 yards, and this defense is kind of getting cooked. Not going to lie. I was afraid this might happen. Will Vandegrift make a mistake, though? Keep him in it. Like, it kind of feels like this might have a similar feel to that Georgia-Tennessee game, where, like, Tennessee's going to stay, like, they stayed kind of within striking distance, but in the second half, Georgia just poured it on. This kind of feels the same way. Like, I feel like Kansas State might make a few plays here and there, but this might be over already. The fat lady might be already chirping. Oh, man, Vandegrift somehow stands up. He stays up after that massive hit. 3rd and 8. Inside the 30. Edwards. And Kansas State comes up with a big stop. The question is the field goal team coming out, or are they going for it? That's a big stop for Kansas State, for sure. And they are going for it. A little bit out of Bobby Doucette's range. They feel confident in their offense. Can Kansas State get off the field? This would be huge. They get the pressure. Come on. There it is. Kansas State makes a stop. That is huge. You know Georgia's going to go on these runs. You know they're going to have their moments. But if you can get stops like this, it might give you a chance. They can just hang in here till the 4th quarter. They might have a chance to pull off something crazy. Come on, Kansas State. That is a huge momentum shift. Now you got to get Deuce Vaughn going. Got to get this man. Stop having him pass block. Holy shit. Greg Pollard for 14, though. What is it about low overall tight ends on corner routes? They're always open. Greg Pollard at like a 65 overall. 5 yards of separation. Hands it off to Deuce Vaughn up the middle. Huge hole. Like, just keep doing that. Just run it with Deuce. He's your man. Averaging 5 yards a carry. Come on. Come on, Kansas State. Let's make this a game. Don't waste my time. I want to eat my Chipotle. Fuck. They hand it off. It's an end around. Keenan Garber, he cannot get there. And once again, short yardage. Kansas State is struggling because they're trying to get cute. Just run it with your best player. I know they're expecting it, but he's your best player. He's going to get 2 yards for you. 3rd and 2. This is a huge play. Kansas State needs to extend the drive. They have 8 in the box. And they don't run it. They throw it. But they dump it off to the fullback who gets the first down. Matt McDonald, he's gotten involved early. 3 receptions already. That was huge. A big conversion. You got to feel like Kansas State is just getting a little too cute right now. But Deuce Vaughn up the middle. He's finding some room. And, dude, he is explosive in the open field. My God, you give this guy 5 yards. He turns it to 10. Kansas State now putting a drive together. They're at the 40. Hand it off again. Vaughn gets stuffed. Xavion Sorey Jr. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Jaron Lewis, Garber in motion. And Garber gets the catch, but 3rd and 7, but they are in 4 down territory for sure. 3 of 6 on 3rd down, not that bad, but you got to put a drive together right now. This is the time to get back in it before halftime, because you get the ball right back. Jaron Lewis. He throws off the back foot, and that's caught. Keenan Garber. What a throw from Jaron Lewis. His team knows that they are the underdog. They come out now, heavy set. Flipping the play. They hand it off, Deuce Vaughn. They get the push up the middle. He gets 6. If you can go into half down 1 score, that's all you can fucking ask for. Let's be real.
Let's go! Green 95! Green 95!
2nd and 4 inside the 20. Deuce Vaughn falls forward, and they mark him short. So 3rd and inches, the 2nd drive in a row. Last time they couldn't get it on 2 tries. This time, can they get a push? Just hand it off. Deuce Vaughn, he gets it this time. We got 1:42. Can Kansas State get back in this game? They're throwing it. Keenan Garber again. I would have liked him to go to R.J. Garcia. He was a little bit more open, but they're at the 6. Kansas State is threatening. They're on an epic drive. Jaron Lewis under center. He's going to throw. In the back of the end zone, Keenan Garber, he got the toe in. Touchdown, Kansas State. They are making this one a game. Don't go anywhere, folks. That was a huge fucking drive for this team. Confidence booster. Gets them within 1 score. They get the ball back after half. To dink and dunk down the field like that and not just rely on a 1 play from Deuce Vaughn, that's the first time we've seen in 3 game days where they actually put something together there. Huge fucking play for Kansas State. Now they need to hold on to half. This defense has to get a stop. Kansas State. Brock. He's on the run. Oh, he gets overran. The defender overruns him and he gets 20. You can't let Van de Griff beat you on the ground. Dude, and this man's only a sophomore. Georgia's going to dominate for at least 1 more year. I mean, I might pick Georgia as my early season 10 favorite, honestly. Van de Griff, Heisman finalist as a sophomore? Fuck. Brock. Over the middle, and they connect. Oh, boy. George Pickens this time. 1:10 left. They might have left a little too much time for Georgia. Van de Griff's 10 of 11 right now. Come on, I believe in you. And this is a screen pass to Dejon Edwards. They're hurrying it up now. 54 seconds and counting. The blitz gets there and he is sacked. The edge rushers get home. And it's 3rd and long. 2nd timeout. 3rd and 21. Van de Griff empty set. Van de Griff, he's throwing it deep. And that's intercepted. Kansas State comes up huge. And he gets stiffied. Breaks the tackle. Georgia throws it away. And that at least ensures that Kansas State goes down at half 1 score. Omar Daniels, what a big dick play. He picks him off and then BAM! Stiff arms Brock into the ground. What a beast. That play may not really matter in the grand scheme of things as far as like Kansas State scoring, but it kept Georgia off of the scoreboard. And that's a huge confidence booster and momentum swinger. As Jaron Lewis goes deep! And it's dropped! Double coverage, but it looked like he gave his guy a chance. They're taking shots here. They know this is an opportunity. they can just get in field goal range. Jaron Lewis. He's going deep again. To the left side. Another jump ball. And Nyland Green knocks it away. 3rd and 10. Kansas State, they want to get in field goal range. They want to maximize this extra possession before half. They hand it off Deuce Vaughn. 3rd down. Yeah, they're happy just going to half. But Georgia's going to make them punt the ball. So we might see Georgia get another chance here. 2 deep shots and then a handoff to Deuce. I mean, can't really ask for much more from Kansas State. So 17 seconds, no timeouts remaining. You got to wonder, is Georgia just going to fall on it here? Go up 1 score at half. Honestly, kind of disappointing for them. No, it looks like they're going to air it out. 3 to the right side. Vandegrift, and he's sacked again! Felix Azuma! 2 sacks and 2 possessions here at the end of the half, and those are some massive plays. And the clock is running, and Georgia's just going to go to halftime. An epic ending to that. It looked bad early, but Kansas State came through, and they're only down a score, and they get the ball back at half. Our first ad of the day, you know what? We're in the playoff, but after this, coaching changes. Who's going to sink? Who's going to swim? Florida State looks to have held onto their job. Western Michigan looks he might be leaving. LSU might be leaving. Southern Miss is staying. Buffalo's staying. So who's going to be moving? Number 2, SFA Training Camp. It's a new series I'm going to debut in the offseason. This is hopefully a way for me to help us with new user retention, as we're going to explain the ropes kind of the SFA, because it is a bit complicated, recruiting, all of that jazz. If you guys have any video ideas, let me know. But back into this, Georgia jumped out to a 14-0 lead. It looked dire, and then Kansas State put together an epic drive. And then they got a pick on Vandegrift at the end of the half to go in only down 7. Kansas State is hanging in there. KSU gets the ball.
The Bulldogs are lined up for the kickoff. Vasquez to return.
So Kansas State gets the ball. They have all the momentum right now. Fuck Georgia. Come on, Kansas State. I want a Kansas State-Baylor rematch in the Natty. How great would that be? Deuce Vaughn. Nothing to start. Come on, Kansas. You've got to capitalize on this. And Fink, I know you're here. This is going to be your new rival, in-state rival. How do you feel like you're going to match up against Kansas State? It's only you and me in here, so nobody knows. As Jaron Lewis powers forward for a 1st down. Let's go.
That makes it 1st and 10.
As Fink leaves. Kansas State. Deuce Vaughn. He has some room. He cuts inside. He hits 6.
Gaining 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jaron Lewis. He connects. That's RJ Garcia. And Kansas State might be moving the ball. The Dogs thought this one was over. Absolutely, they did. Kansas State is fighting. Jaron Lewis, he's having a great game today. He takes off on himself. He goes. He gets 20 yards. Let's go, Jaron Lewis. Jaron Lewis channeling. I don't even know who he's channeling, but he's playing out of his mind today to keep Kansas State in this game. Kansas State is driving. Surprisingly, Deuce Vaughn has not been the best player on this offense so far. Hand it off to Deuce. He gets 2. The Discord's missing some bangers today. I know it's 4 games in a row, but we got some great games. Jaron Lewis now hands it off again. Massive hole up the middle. Oh, Deuce almost broke. Deuce, he had eyes for the end zone there. My voice is almost gone. Come on, Kansas State. This would be probably like the biggest upset we've ever had, I think. Actually, no, Utah over Alabama, but RJ Garcia gets absolutely smacked. This is a 97 overall team against an 83, though. Deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths. 2nd and 5 for Kansas State. Taking the second half kickoff.
Here we go. Green 88.
Tight end in motion. That's Pollard. Hand it off to Deuce. Up the middle. He has room. He gets to the 5. Decked him. Yes, sir. Kansas State's, honestly, they started out super, super rough, but they have hung in here, and they have a chance now.
Here we go. Green 90.
1st and goal. Deuce Vaughn up the middle. He gets 3. No, Jaron keeps it. And he stopped short. 3rd and goal. This is, I think, easily 4-down territory for Kansas State. They cannot give Brock Vandegrift the ball back without a tie game here. They're going to throw it on 3rd goal. And Jaron, he takes off and he's sacked. No, that's the worst case scenario there. Why didn't they run it? A terrible play call, and then Jaron Lewis kind of just panics in the backfield. Oh, man. You got to run that. Dogwater, ever since you left, man, they've been playing out of their minds. And they're kicking the field goal. Probably the best. Only down 4. After you left, Dogwater, they somehow got some stops. They picked off Vandegrift, and then they scored a touchdown. It was like a 15 to 20 play drive. This is Deuce Vaughn over and over again. So they score on their opening possession of the 3rd quarter. A great start, honestly. Not a great kick. It's all right. Now you can be like everyone else and cheer for a Kansas State-Baylor rematch in the Natty. How epic would that be? Vandegrift. 1st and 10. That's George Pickens. Georgia did not have a good 2nd quarter there. Why must you put that negativity in the chat? I mean, you got to cheer for Baylor at this point. And the way they played, honestly, they played almost a perfect game. If they play like that again, they're going to beat Clemson. Because Ooga Booga's going to choke. Edwards, he stiffies a man. Breaks another tackle. Kansas State, you got to tackle, man. Yeah, I don't know if the gray uniforms are the best idea. I mean, it's just that 2nd quarter, dude. You were killing them if you take out the 2nd quarter. Split backs. Vandegrift keeps it. He gets the pitch out, and Edwards is off to the run again. Inside the 30. Edwards is running all over the field, but he is yet to score a touchdown. The question is, Dogwater, are you going to be leaving Memphis? I mean, if you had a good recruiting class come in, I would stay, but you don't. It's going to be a rough year next year. Especially because I can't keep Penny God for you, and I have to let the game decide. SFA players, I try to get to stay. Yeah, it's going to take an insane offer, yeah. All right, back to the game. Brock Vandegrift, empty backfield. He has time, and you can't. If you give him time, these corners are gonna get toasted. There's 69 overalls. Like, you need these ends to get to the quarterback. Uzuma, please. More time. A little out route there. Marcus Jackson saying, if you can stop him for a field goal here, come on, Kansas State. You got this. 2nd and 5. Vandegrift, he hands it off. Stiffy inside the 10 for Dejan Edwards. He's only touched the ball 9 times, but he has over 100 yards. Omar Daniels, he had a pick already. Can they generate something else? This game's going by so much faster than the rest of them. That's a nice defensive play there. They finally get him down the backfield.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, but you don't know. He might leave for the draft. And he's, I mean, a Heisman finalist. The game might force him to leave. Vandegrift up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's down at the 5. 3rd and goal. This is a huge chance for Kansas State. Georgia has yet to convert a 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Vandegrift, free rusher, and he's sacked! Kansas State comes through again. Crew Jackson, his 2nd sack of the game. Welcome back, KD Smoke. You've joined us on the best day of the year, the quarterfinal day where we have 4 games in one day. My voice always goes completely gone by the end of it, but glad you're enjoying it. If you want to check out the YouTube channel, it is in my... Oh, nice. If you want to look at the YouTube channel, in the descriptions is the Discord link. If you are a Discord user, if you want to coach a team, you can. I've been through it before with you. You've been watching the whole time, so... Or you can just keep watching the streams, because everything streams. Next, the semifinals, so it's going to be Clemson and Baylor in the Rose Bowl, and then the winner of this game in Ohio State in the Orange Bowl. That's going to be Sunday morning. Yeah, so that's going to be Sunday morning before the NFL games. So it's going to be a bit earlier of a stream. Yeah, I think call them out. The committee doesn't like even watching the streams. Like, come on. We got a bunch of chumps. That's alright. Dog water. If, what's that meme? If no one's got me, I know dog water got me. Deuce Vaughn on the toss. We have like 40 users, but only 3 people watching the stream. We normally have more viewers, but honestly, 4 in a day gets a little rough. That's why I try to keep it at 2, but I have plans tomorrow. Deuce Vaughn again. Oh, man, Kansas State, this is your chance, and you're blowing it. Well, you're here now, Fink. We need the Fink curse on Georgia. We can't have Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson in the Final Four. And I am probably the least neutral commentator possible. Jaron Lewis. That's a duck. Is that a catch? It is! RJ Garcia brings it in. What a beast. Jaron Lewis. And it's not getting reviewed. Well, let's go. I mean, it did. You lost to Baylor. Fakes the end around. Jaron Lewis. Now he goes up the middle and... Oh my god, he trips over Deuce and gets speared. He didn't even see Deuce Vaughn, and then he just gets speared by the safety. Think my Marshall curse will 100% work now. I meant it. No bowl game for the next 5 years for Marshall. Pollard in motion. They hand it off. 2nd and 8. Not much of a push. Another 3rd down as we're coming to the end of the 3rd quarter. Deuce is still not over 100 yards. That's wild. The runner-up in the Heisman voting. Basically the only reason Kansas State is here. And they get the playoff. And it's a catch. RJ Garcia. What a menace of a wide receiver. As we enter the 4th quarter, Kansas State is in striking distance. Georgia once again choking and showing why the SEC is horrible. 7-5 Oklahoma took them to 5 OTs in the SEC championship. Can Jaron Lewis beat Georgia? Deuce on the ground, he finds some room. And he gets 12. Dude, when Deuce gets up to those top speeds, when you give him like 5 yards to get going, he's not stopping before he at least gets 10. Like once he starts getting to top speeds, you cannot stop him. A big throw there for Jaron Lewis. He's grown up today. He's definitely shown up. He kind of threw the game against Baylor. And they got beat 31-7. But that's all right. None of that matters now. They're inside the 30. Jaron Lewis, he just throws that away. He didn't like what he saw there. Take the L and go on to the next play. Come on, Kansas State. Ooh, that right side is juicy. Come on, run it off tackle, please. Oh, they run it to the strong side. It still works. 7 for Deuce. I might have flipped that play, though, and tested my luck. That could have been a touchdown. 3rd and 3. Can Kansas State do it? They run an end around. What are you doing? Keenan Garber gets it. The end around worked. He cut inside. Oh, this is a magical game for Kansas State. Everything's falling their way. Who calls an end around? And he throws it. Greg Pollard, touchdown! Kansas State ties it up here in the 4th quarter. Georgia is in shock. Oh my God, it's happening, folks. This is the SFA, baby. This is what we're known for. This is why teams like Iowa State, Utah, Boise State, Arizona have won national champions. We have no SEC bias here. You actually got to prove it on the field. Honestly, Georgia has been outplayed both the 2nd and the 3rd quarter. Somehow. I mean, Kansas State is just dominating time of possession, to be fair. They just keep moving the ball. It's not pretty, but it's working. Oh boy, they come out empty. Look at 91, Azuma. And it's a QB draw. They snuff it out. Oh man, we're getting to that time. I'm getting nervous. Please don't blue ball me, Georgia. Just blow them out if you're going to win. Pickens in motion. He gets the handoff. Pickens. He stopped short. 3rd down. Oh boy. 3rd and 2. Georgia still has yet to convert a 3rd down on the day. They hand it off to Edwards. And he stopped short. No! What is that spot? Refs! Refs! What was that spot? Crew Jackson made an epic play. We're getting screwed. The SEC bias. No! That was the bullshit. He was short. He was fucking short. This is like Iowa State is playing and getting screwed by the refs. I will die on that hill. He was short. No chance. Oh no. Georgia now has ref ball. He throws it deep and double coverage, and Justin Robinson brings it in. This man is a menace. as he mosses the defender there. That was a duck. That should have been picked. Justin Robinson going crazy today. Oh no, Georgia's starting to get the momentum back. A lucky spot in a 50-50 ball, and they're back in territory. Edwards. Oh man, here we go. This fourth quarter's about to get wild. Omar Daniels. Come on, Kansas State. Your defense has been showing up all day. We need a sack. 2nd and 5. They're going to hand it off to Edwards. And this time he stopped short. Crew Jackson, have yourself a game, man. 2 sacks. This man's been all over the field. 2 critical sacks. Can they get another one? 3rd and 2. Man in motion. They hand it off. Jet sweep. Justin. He's breaking tackles. And they give him the spot again. What is that? Justin Robinson. What am I watching? He was short. 2 times in a row. We're getting screwed. They run it up the middle again. I'm getting animated now. Oh, God. I can't, dude. This is the most bullshit drive I've ever seen. This is the most bullshit drive I've ever seen. 3rd and 2 twice, and you get screwed on the spot. He did not make it through. Over the middle, and that's going to be a first down. See, that's a first down. That's a first down. He got stopped twice. Edwards got stopped, and then, of course, Justin Robinson. Break a tackle, break a tackle, break a tackle. Dude, these refs, man, they're screwing us. Vandegrift. Throws it to the end zone. Oh, my God, Hunter Henry. You got to catch that. Vandegrift got scared there in the pocket, and he threw up a duck. That was the play. 2nd and 10. Georgia. They handed off the delayed handoff, and there he is. The right end, Felix Uzuma. These ends and Crew Jackson are coming to play today. Yeah, they're giving up yards. 3rd and 13. This isn't 3rd and 2. They can't get screwed now. Safety blitz. Over the middle, and he is stopped. 4th and 6. Are they going to kick the field goal? They're going for it. They're not in field goal range. Their kicker is shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Georgia. 4th and 6. Going to the end zone, and it's caught. George Pickens of all people. No. George Pickens secures it on 4th and 6 to give Georgia the late lead. Fuck the Steelers. Oh man, that drive, man, that just sucked my heart out. That's alright, Kansas State, you got this. You just need one more drive, baby. Kansas State, Jaron Lewis, Deuce Vaughn. Who's going to make the play to get them back in this game? Plenty of time remaining. Jaron Lewis. Oh, and that one's tipped at the line. Small mound, and that was definitely a deflating drive for sure. They had so many chances to get the ball back. Oh, that one hurts. It's all right. Water under the bridge now. This is where we're at. Jaron Lewis, it's a toss this time. They seal the edge for Vaughn, and he turns that into 9 yards. That's what I'm telling you, dude. This guy, he turns like the most shitty-looking run plays into 9, 10, 12-yard gains. 3rd and 1. Do not get cute. Just run it. Please. Do not get cute. Just run it, and they throw it. And it's caught. RJ Garcia, once again, on 3rd down. This man, he is a legend. RJ Garcia, Jaron Lewis. They are not backing down. Holy fuck. Kansas State dumps it off. RJ Garcia gets 6. Have yourself a career day, RJ. Oh, baby. We're getting to crunch time. Under 3 minutes in our last game of the first round. Jaron Lewis, he takes off. He has room. He breaks the tackle. Inside the 40 for Kansas State. Holy shit. Yo, I don't care. At everybody, either Fink or Dogwater, this game is too good. This is turning into a slugfest. Deuce. Can Kansas State come through? I don't care. You can add everyone, like, well, come on, guys. Watch this. I know it's like 10:40 for some of you guys, but Deuce Vaughn, he does not get the first down. Another third and short. It's obviously 2-down territory. We're inside 2 minutes. Please just give it to Deuce. This has been a theme all day, and they're throwing it again. And Jaron Lewis, he runs for it, and he does not get it. Who took away the permissions? I left it on everybody, dude. This is why. Oh my god, dude. There's a reason I give you guys permissions. 4th and 1. Or 4. This is a long one. This is 2. This is a 4th and 2. Come on, please. They hand it off. Deuce Vaughn gets it. Inside the 20. All right, I'm adding everybody. Fuck it. Actually, I mean, let's see them score. They throw it immediately. Oh, man, he had it. He overthrew it. Why would you... Oh, my God, dude. Deuce Vaughn, he has room up the middle. Well, if they don't want to watch it, whatever. 3rd and 3. Can Kansas State do the unthinkable? They hand it off to Deuce. He breaks a tackle. He gets the first down. That's what Heisman men do. He didn't win the award, but he was the runner-up. Come on, boys. 1st and goal. Deuce Vaughn to the edge. He does not get it. 55 seconds left. 2nd and goal. Plenty of time. Play him welcome in. They hand it off again. Deuce Vaughn, he gets to the 5. The clock is running. They're going to go for it. 3rd and goal. Kansas State, please. They're throwing it. No, not like this. Lewis goes down. It's going to 4th down. They're hurrying it up. 4th and goal from the 10. They need a touchdown. Lewis, he's going to run for it. Jaron Lewis, he gets it. Jaron Lewis scores. 23 seconds and we got a tie ball game. Holy shit. Oh my God, Jaron Lewis. They tie it up. My voice, I sound like I've smoked a pack of cigarettes for the last 40 years, but I don't care. Garcia, he's out for the game. That is huge. 23 seconds. Are we going to have overtime? Can you guys at least post in the Discord overtime? At everyone. OT, get in here. There we go. I did at everyone. What a game Kansas State has put together. But Georgia's looks like they're going to try. Oh, man, Justin Robinson. Is Georgia going to go to an overtime game the 2nd time in a row? 5 overtimes, the longest game in SFA game day history. We got some free football here, Fink. 15 seconds. They're just going to dump it off. They're playing deep, though. Oh, man. Is it going to be the Hail Brock? Are we going to see a Hail Mary attempt? They're going to do... No, he's sacked! Oh, my God! Call that a fumble! No! If that was a fumble, I would have... Dude, also, I don't know if you guys saw, Chris Davis had a fumble return for a touchdown in the Washington game. Last play of the game. Penalty? What's the penalty?
Pass interference. Offense.
Pass interference on the offense! Oh my God! On the right guard! He got too far down the field. So, Hail Mary time for Georgia. From their own 28. Does Vandegrift have the arm? Get there, sack him. Oh no, he got the ball off. And it's picked, Hunter Henry. And we are going to overtime here in the Fiesta Bowl. Free football here. Oh my God. Get in here, people. We got free football. The SEC, everyone said the Big 12 was ass. Who's ass now? Can Kansas State pull off the upset of the season pretty much? No one's gave Kansas State a chance today. And they will start with the football. Even on both sides. They converted on 4th and goal. Come on, K-State. A quick bubble screen to Keenan Garber. Goes nowhere. A tough injury for Kansas State, though. RJ Garcia, who's come up clutch all day long, is out for the game. Second and 11. Whew. All right, let's calm it down, boys. My voice is gone. Sorry about the commentary. Jaron Lewis, he's going to run, and he goes nowhere. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. Kansas State, you need to make a play. You've been making plays all day long. Please. Yeah, honestly. 3rd of 14. They definitely don't have the kick power to kick a field goal. This is 2-down territory for Kansas State. He's going for most of it, and they get back. 4th and 3. A much more manageable 4th down now. And they're kicking the field goal. Okay, this is interesting. So they got in range for the field goal. The kick is up, and it squeaks in. Kansas State takes a field goal lead. Oh boy. So Kansas State, who gave up 14 points in the first half, or in the first quarter, has been clutch since. Can they get another stop? Vandegrift, he comes out in shotgun. He has a nice pocket. And how was that not intercepted? Oh my God, I thought that was picked. I thought that was the game. He did not see the corner come in, and it whiffed through his hands. 2nd and 3. They need a stop. Touchdown wins the game. Pickens in motion. He's going to throw it. He goes to the end zone. Wide open. Marcus. And that's going to win the game. Georgia's going to the Orange Bowl. Kansas State is in shock. Nobody over there, and somehow it was not illegal touching. And Georgia wins the game. Kansas State gave it everything they had. But the SEC survived with some questionable calls. The referees definitely wanted them to win. What a fantastic game. Kansas State pushed them to their breaking point, but Georgia just gets it done in overtime again. Damn. Once again, Georgia fucks us over. What a heartbreaker. for Deuce Vaughn and Jaron Lewis. They put together a masterclass performance, and it still wasn't enough. Georgia, they win the Fiesta Bowl. We'll take a look at the stats, but man, I thought that could have been a legal touching. How is he so wide open? Oh, that was such a good game, though. Honestly, I thought it was over in the first quarter. Kansas State put up one hell of a fight. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to look at the stats and everything. Semifinals is going to be on Sunday morning before the NFL games. Not before the London game, but sometime before the regular games. We have Georgia and Ohio State in the Orange Bowl. And then it's going to be Baylor and Clemson in the Rose. One of those teams will be your Season 10 or Season 9 national champion. And I think everyone and their mother is going to be cheering for Baylor. Such a tough loss. All right, let's take a look. So first, Kansas State. Jaron Lewis, that's the best game of his career. Especially the best one we've seen. Deuce Vaughn, he wound up with 150 and didn't get in the end zone. Garcia, he was hurt. They should have gone for it. Crew Jackson, game of his life. He is a sophomore coming back. Some fantastic plays. All right, let's take a look at Georgia and who is going to probably be the player of the game for them. Vandegrift, most likely. I mean, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's hard to beat. Edwards, he didn't get a touchdown. And it's also hard to beat Justin Robinson. I mean, shit, dude, he won that game. 7 receptions. On defense, his team kind of sold, low-key. A couple sacks. Didn't turn him over, though. 2 sacks for Brinson. And the first round is officially over. So I'm going to get all of the game recaps in. I'm going to upload the VODs to YouTube, and I'm going to start working on highlights. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. If you did watch it all today, really appreciate it. We will be back on Sunday morning for the semis. Thanks for watching.